Alamin ang mga mainit na balita mula sa ating Armed Forces. Tumutok sa 1134 kHz AM sa inyong mga radyo at manood online. I-like at i-share ang AFP Radio DWDD Facebook page. Ito ang DWDD Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino. Isang oras na usapan laban sa ilegal na droga, karapatang pantao at napapanahong pagtalakay sa mga isyung nagaganap sa ating bayan. Pakinggan at panoorin si Katropang Bobot Sarmiento sa Anti-Drug Sako at iba pa ang laging galit sa ilegal na droga.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Okay, magandang hapon po. Ito po ang Anti-Drugs Ako at iba pa at laging galit sa illegal na droga. Yung lingkod po, si Bobot Sarmiento. Sabi nga, ang laging galit sa bawal na droga. Ngayon po ay Abril at 30, huling araw ng buwan ng Abril. At ngayon po ay Merkules. So, Perpetual Health Day. Marami pong nangyayari din sa paligid, eleksyon, campaign, ano pa ba, yung mga binibigyan ng show cause order, binibigyan ng mga paalala kung paano mga kampanya na hindi naman nabababoy ang mga botante, di po ba? Anyway po, mamaya na natin pag-usapan yan dahil po meron tayong mga ibabalita sa ating mga katropa dito sa mga nahuli na nakakatuwa naman at sila'y nahuli at maraming nasasagip. Alam niyo po ba, pag nakakahuli, maraming nasasagip. Ayun sabi nga iba, uulitin ko, may droga pa rin. Hindi po mawawala ang droga kung hindi po titigil ang mga kakilala nyo. At kung hindi po titigil, meron yan. Meron naman hindi tumitigil ang ating drug law enforcers. Ngayon po, kayo po, para po kayo makatulong, para mabawasan, pangarap po natin ay mawala na itong illegal na droga sa Pilipinas. Pero kung mababawasan natin ng malaki-laki, kayo pa rin aking mga katropa ang dapat asahan. Diba, aking technical director ngayon ay walang iba kundi si Ferdy Blues, na sumusubaybay sa atin kung ano po ba ang ating pakailanganin pa dito sa ating programa. Umpisahan na po natin. The biggest seizure were recorded in Cebu City where two separate buy-bus operations yielded a combined of total 900 grams of shabu valued at 6.1 million. Tama po ito? O, tapos po, hindi. Ito po yung unang an 8.2 million worth of suspected shabu has been seized during a series of coordinated anti-drugs operation that was conducted by the Police Regional Office PRO 7 within 24 hours. Again, the biggest seizures were recorded in Cebu City, were two separate by bus operation yielded a combined total of 900 grams of shabu valued at 6.18 million. Information given by the PRO7, the first major operation occurred at around 8 in the evening last April 25 along Pigorowat Street, Operation Barangay Sawang Calero, Cebu City. Police arrested a 22-year-old high-value target during a bypass operation led by the operatives of the Cebu City Police Station 6. And authorities confiscated about 500 grams of suspected shabu worth value at 3.400 plus million. In about 2 hours later, at around 10, almost 11 in the evening, a second operation was carried out in Sitio Sinulog, Barangay Mabolo, Cebu City. This is a joint team from the CCP OS, City Drug Enforcement Unit, and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency PDEA 7, seized 400 grams of suspected shabu valued to 2.720 million. They also recovered the 250 cash and several pieces of drug paraphernalia. In another separate operation in Barangay Tayud, Consolacion, operatives from the Cebu Police Provincial Office or the CPPO and the Consolacion Municipal Police Station arrested another high-value target, and they confiscated about 100 grams of suspected shabu with an estimated street value of 680,000. All arrested suspects will face charges under Section 5 and 11 of the Republic Act 9165, also known as the Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. PRO7 reiterated its commitment. It's to proactive and sustained operations aimed at dismantling drug networks across the region. Now, there is a bulk of seized suspected shabu was also confiscated, recovered, or from an ex-convict who was arrested by the operatives of the Babolo Police Station in Barangay Careta, Cebu City at 10 p.m. So the suspect was identified as Glenn Suaso Mago, 39. Packs of illegal drugs worth close to 2 million, and the firearms were seized in a separate operations in Cebu City and Bohol Province last Tuesday, 2022. Then, sabi ko nga, with Police Major Romeo Kaakoy Jr., Chief of the Mabolo Police, said 200 grams of suspected shabu worth 1.3 million were seized from Mago. Kaakoy said Mago's name surfaced in a previous anti-illegal drug operation that resulted in the arrest of various drug suspects. Further investigation showed that Mago was a high-value individual capable of selling at least 100 grams of shabu per week. After his arrest, Mago mentioned some names who are now the subject of a follow-up operation. Then another one at around 11 p.m. on the same day, a 43-year-old painter was arrested with packs of suspected shabu and licensed firearms in Barangay Baugo, Idabangan, Bohol. Police seized 50 grams of suspected shabu worth 340,000, a 9mm submachine gun, and a .22 revolver were seized from Angelo Solis, a resident of Barangay Palo, La Uay, Bohol. Police Colonel Arnel Banson, Chief of the Bohol Police Provincial Office, commended the Inabangan police for the suspect's arrest. Now let's go to Davao. Police Regional Office Director Brigadier General Leon Victor Rosete revealed that 15 of the personnel are facing administrative charges after testing positive for illicit drugs in various screenings since last year. He said that this is part of the ongoing internal cleansing efforts within the organizations. General Rosete also reminded commanders that they could also face potential administrative action under the principle of compound responsibility. The spokesperson, Major Catherine De La Rey, informed us of the following 15 policemen who tested positive in a random drug test. 1 in the city, 5 in the provinces. An additional 4 have tested positive this year. 1 in the New Bataan and 3 in Davao Oriental. Elaborating on the previous year's finding, the spokesperson said the 8 policemen from various units from PRO 11 were already relieved with their duties and are currently undergoing a pre-charge investigation. Alam ko po ito, pwede pong i-dismiss na sila from service, mawawala na po lahat ng kanilang mga privileges, yung mga dapat nilang pensyon. Bakit ba iniisip niyo pa kasi ito? Let's go to Iloilo. A high-value individual was arrested in a bypass operation conducted by the police of Iloilo Province, the Provincial Drug Enforcement Unit, the IPPO, PDEU, Team 3 in Barangay Bakhawan Sur, Concepcion, Iloilo at around 2 in the afternoon last Wednesday. The operation led to the confiscation of approximately 160 grams of suspected shabu valued at 1.88 million. So as Police Colonel Bayani M. Razalan, Director of the Iloilo Police Provincial Office, commended the coordinated efforts of the operating units. The suspect, identified only as alias Nonoy or Lamok, 55, single, and a resident on Barangay Bakhawan Sur. He had been under surveillance for 2 months due to his suspected involvement in illegal drugs in the municipality of Sara Concepcion and San Dionisio, Iloilo. Authorities said he sourced his drug supply from Manila and had a previous record for violation of the Public Act 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. In 2019, the suspect is facing charges for violation of Section 5 and 11, Article 2 of the RA 9165. The support unit was conducted by the Concepcion Municipal Police Station, the Provincial Intelligence Unit, 2nd Iloilo Provincial Mobile Force Company, and the Regional Maritime Unit in Western Visayas. The recovered suspected illegal drugs are valued at the current market price of 6,800 per gram. Let's go back to Iloilo. Oh, Iloilo pa rin pala. The IPPO or the Iloilo Police Provincial Office, through its Provincial Drug Enforcement Unit, arrested 2 individuals during an anti-illegal drug operation in Barangay Katoogan, Pototan, Iloilo, leading to the confiscation of 115 grams of suspected shabu, value to about 782,000 in the early morning of April 28 at around 2:56 a.m. 2 days ago. The arrested individuals were identified as alias Brom, 33, single, jobless, and classified as the high-value individual, and alias McCoy, 29, single, jobless, classified as a street-level individual. Both are residents of the Cadogan, Potatan, Iloilo. The operation was conducted by the PDEU Team 2 with the support of the Potatan Municipal Police Station and the Provincial Intelligence Unit at that time at 2 a.m. During the operation, the suspect sold one sachet to a suspected shabu to a passer buyer. Upon arrest, authorities recovered the following items: one sachet of suspected shabu used in the buy-bust operation, one large heat-sealed sachet, two regular heat-sealed sachet, and one small heat-sealed sachet of suspected shabu, and other non-drug items were also seized. An inventory of the seized item was conducted on the site in the presence of the Barangay Kagawa Jesse S. Ortizo of the Barangay Piledesma Ward, Pototan, Iloilo, and Francis Vasco, a representative from the Todo Media Network. The arrested individuals were informed of their constitutional rights in language they understood. The suspects are currently in the custody of the Pototan MPS and will undergo medical examination and booking procedure before the filing of the charges for violation of Republic Act 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. According to the intelligence report, alias Brom Brom was identified as a significant player in the illegal drug trade in Potatan and Baruktak Nuevo, sourcing, supplying from Iloilo. The prevailing price of the shoe was estimated to 6,800 per gram during the operation. The case investigator is Police Senior Master Sergeant Ramon H. Bailon Jr., while the PDEU Chief is Police Major Dadje B. De Lima. The Police Regional Office of the Western Visayas, or the PRO6, through the Regional Police Drug Enforcement Unit in Western Visayas, continues its intensified campaign against illegal drugs under the leadership of Police General Jack L. Wanki. Another one, still in Iloilo, no? In Dumangas, anti-drug operation. Arrested are 3 individuals and confiscated about 150 grams of shabu, valued at 1.20 million, during an anti-drug operation conducted in Barangay Tabukan, Dumangas, Iloilo, at around 2 p.m. in the afternoon last Wednesday. The operation was led by the Dumangas Municipal Police Station under the Iloilo Police Provincial, IPPO, with support of the Regional Police Drug Enforcement Unit in the Western Visayas, Iloilo Police Provincial Office, the Drug Enforcement Unit, and the Philippine National Police Drug Enforcement Group, or the PNP-DEG. Arrested were high-value individuals identified as Aming 39 and 2 street-level individuals, alias Alfoni alias Kier or Kiki, both age 23. All suspects are residents of the Barangay Tabukan. Seized during the operation were 12 plastic containing suspected shabu and 1 grenade. The suspects are currently detained and will face charges for violating RI 9165, also known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Oh, there's another one in Dumangas and Estancia. Authorities seized more than 1.4 worth 1.4 million worth of suspected shabu during an operation. Also, last Wednesday, April 24, 2025, 4 high-value individuals were arrested in a separate anti-drug operation by the Iloilo Police Provincial Office in the municipalities of Dumangas and Estancia. IPPO Director Police Colonel Bayani Rasalan lauded the Station Drug Enforcement Team or the SDET of the Dumangas and Estancia Municipal Police Station MPS for the efficient execution of the operation. In Dumangas, the Station Enforcement Team, the SDTA of Dumangas and MPS apprehended 3 individuals as reported earlier. So, ayan po. Sa Dumangas, yung 3. Ngayon po sa Estancia is the 4. In Estancia, the SDT of the Estancia MPS apprehended another high-value individual during an operation, anti-drug operation, around 12 midnight in Purok 3, Barangay Balangpuena. The suspect identified as alias John, 39, single, and a laborer was caught with approximately 69.07 grams of suspected shabu valued at 469,000 plus. Intelligence reports indicated that alias John had been under surveillance for nearly 2 months. He allegedly sourced illegal drugs from Iloilo City and Capiz, and his home was suspected to be used as a drug den. Hindi po ba? Nakakaloka po ito. Iba-iba po eh. Ito naman po, 3 rin. Kala ko naguguluhan ako dito sa report. Iba rin po ito, 3 rin target. Were arrested with 55 grams of shabu. Sa Molo District naman to. Were 374,000 were seized during an anti-drug operation in Barangay Kasing-Kasing, Molo District, Iloilo City. Alam niyo po, ang lalaki po ng halaga eh. Pero akala nila, yung kanilang maliit, yung isang pinch lang ho yan. Yung 1 gramo is 6,800 per gram. So makasampukan yan, 68,000. Ang lalaki yung pera. The operation was conducted by the Iloilo Police Office, Drug Enforcement Unit, at around 8 o'clock in the evening, almost 9 o'clock. This arrest underscore our sustained aggressive, sabi nga ni General Jack Wanky, in the fight against illegal drugs. The suspect identified by ISS only as Abraham, 44, Manuel, 58, Rodrigo, 49, all residents of the Molo District, Iloilo City. Well, confiscated from them were 7 plastic sachets containing shabu. The 3 suspects are now under police custody and will face charges for violating Republic Act 9165, also known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Punta po tayo. Saan nyo gusto pumunta muna? Pampanga o Zamboanga? Zamboanga muna tayo sa malayo. Under PDEA, Zamboanga Peninsula Director Maharani Gadawni Tusok identified the arrested suspect as alias Kandao, 35, Nor Ain, 32, both of Makir Village, Datu, Odin Sinsuat, Maguindanao del Norte, and alias Muhahid of Tabudok Village, Labangan, Zamboanga del Sur. The arrested 3 high-value targets and seized around 2.3 million worth of illegal drugs in an untied operation in Zamboanga del Sur last Thursday. Sabi nga po ni Director, TDEA Director, Zamboanga Peninsula, Gadaw Nito Sok said the 3 high-value target suspects were arrested in a buy-bust operation last Wednesday in the afternoon in Tiguman, Pagadian. Zamboanga del Sur seized from the arrested high-value target are 350 grams of shabu packed in a heat-sealed plastic sachet worth 2.380 million pesos. Also seized from the suspect were their tricycle, a bundle of budol money, topped with one genuine, of course, 1,000 bill used as the marked money, and a mobile phone and a pouch bag. The Zamboanga Peninsula Director said the suspects will be charged for violation Section 5 and 11 under Article 11.2, Republic Act 9165, of course, also known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Alam niyo po, ibang klase. Sabi nga, the accomplishment of TDEA was the second biggest drug haul they made this week in the region. The first one was on Monday, April 21, where a drug suspect in the regional target list was arrested in Purok Tungon, Minaog Village, Dipolog City, in Zamboanga del Norte. Seized from the suspect, alias Bernard, 30, were 500 grams of shabu valued at 3.4 million pesos. Marami po bang drugs? Dati 7 million ang per kilo. Ngayon 3.4 million. Parang bumaba. Ito po ba? Oh. Ito tayo sa Pampanga. Sa Pampanga. Meron sa Pampanga eh. Nasaan po yun? Sa Pampanga, sa Bataan po ito. Okay. Bataan Police arrested. Awag muna. Bataan Police seized 2.1 plus million worth of shabu and arrested 3 suspects in a 2 separate operation in Bataan Province last April 26 and 27. On April 26, operatives of Abukay police arrested 1 Alvin and Iso during a buy-bust operation in Barangay Kapitangan, Abukay. The cops confiscated about 66.5 grams of shabu worth 452,000 plus from the duo. On April 27, while on April 27, operatives in the Balanga police arrested Aldrin, who was 28 years old, during a buy-bust operation in Barangay Newborn in Balanga City. The suspect yielded 250 grams of suspected shabu worth 1.7 million. As of April 27, the Central Luzon Police Office has confiscated about 5,731,827 pesos and 52 centavos worth of illegal drugs in 137 operations conducted along the region from April 21 to 27. The illegal drugs confiscated of 840,082 grams, 840.32 grams. May I correct? Please correct. 800, kasi kama 840.82 grams of suspected shabu and a 111.6 grams of marijuana from the 185 suspected and suspect that was arrested. Uwi na tayo sa Manila. Ano ba meron? Operatives. Let's go with Manila in Caloocan City. Operatives of the PNP Drug Enforcement Group, PDEG, seized 11 kilos of shabu worth 74.8 million in an anti-drug operation in Caloocan City on Sunday night. 2 drug dealers were described by PDEG as a high-value individual in the continuing war against illegal drugs were arrested. PDEG identified the suspect by the aliases as Johari, 26, Ambolo, 25, who are facing charges for selling and possessing illegal drugs under Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. The suspect were arrested by PDEG operatives in coordination with other police units around 8 in the evening in Barangay Amparo. PDEG officer in charge, Colonel Roland Puya Jr., commended all the police personnel for that excellent work, for their excellent work. Okay. Police uprooted 76,000 fully grown marijuana plants. Parang malayo na to. Bakit nalupo ito? Okay. Sige na po. Sa Kalinga naman tayo. PDEG also reported yesterday no combinator was arrested during the operation in the uprooted 76,000 fully grown marijuana plants. That is worth about 15.2 million in Tinglayan, Kilang, Kalinga. Kalinga, yes. The lawman uprooted and burned the marijuana plants. And police seized 272 worth of suspected dangerous drugs and arrested the mom. Parang ang gulo po ng report sa akin. Sir, teka po, hindi ko nabasa na maaga-aga. Hindi ko nabasa. Anyway po, sa Pagadian nga, meron kanina, no, 3 individual arrested in a bypass operation at around 2. Ay, dito kanina. Arrested 350 grams of shabu in Pagadian, Barangay Tiguman. Pumasok pong report. Magulo ang report nyo. Last Tuesday, 101 million worth of kush, dried marijuana concealed in 5 balikbayan boxes in Tondo, Manila. Wow. The PDEA reported that the boxes were found in an abandoned container shipped from Thailand and arrived at the Manila International Container Port in Tondo, Manila. PDEA said that the kush was contained 138 heat-sealed transparent plastics bags weighing about 72,000 grams. The shipper and receiver may face a penalty of life imprisonment and a fine of up to 10 million for violating Comprehensive Dangerous Act of 2002. Meanwhile, the seized kush will undergo laboratory examination at the PDEA Laboratory Service. Dulo na report. Anyway po, na-report na po natin yan. Isa nagugulat sa report. Thank you po. Alam niyo po ba, bakit ang lalaking halaga? 8.2 million. So binabasa natin, 2,600,000 plus, 1,800 plus. Kasi po, ewan ko po, wala po akong report sa Metro Manila. Ang lumalabas po dito sa nababasa nating report, per gram is 6,800 ng shabu. Medyo bumaba. Nakakatakot to, bakit po bumaba? Dumadami po ba? Kasi po, last time, about 7 million or up eh. So ngayon, nagugulat ako sa report dahil nasa 6.8 million per grams, ay per kilo. So, bumaba po ba? Pag bumaba ho ang droga, marami yung droga ang nasa kalsada. Nakakabahala. Di po ba? Pag walang supply, tumataas. Pag may supply, bumababa. Kaya ano po ba dapat? Ano po ba ang isasagot nyo sa amin dito? Kami po ba ay dapat mabahala? Well, hindi naman po ako nababahala dahil sunod-sunod naman ang inyong kumpiskasyon, ang inyong ulong panghuli. Kaya lang po, siguro talagang puspusan nating labanan itong illegal na droga. Commercial po tayo. Aking Tech Director, Perdy Blues, please. Balik po tayo ulit.
Mula sa ating Armed Forces, tumutok sa 1134 kHz AM sa inyong mga radyo at manood online. I-like at i-share ang AFP Radio DWDD Facebook page. Ito ang DWDD Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Ang ating mga sundalo ay may karapatang bumoto. Saan man sila nakadeploy sa panahon ng halalan. Sa pamamagitan ng local absentee voting, maaari silang bumoto ng maaga para sa mga national candidates at party list groups. Upang patuloy nilang magampanan ang tungkulin sa pagpapanatili ng kaayusan at seguridad sa halalan. Gaya ng ating mga sundalo, ang bawat Pilipino ay may tungkulin at karapatang bumoto. Kaya maging matalino. Dahil nakasalalay sa desisyon mo ang kinabukasan ng bayang ito.
Isang oras na usapan laban sa ilegal na droga, karapatang pantao at napapanahong pagtalakay sa mga isyung nagaganap sa ating bayan. Pakinggan at panoorin si Katropang Bobot Sarmiento sa Anti-Drug Sako at iba pa ang laging galit sa ilegal na droga.
Babalik po tayo ulit. Ano ba?
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Okay, nagbabalik po tayo. Nagbabalik po tayo sa ating programang Anti-Drug Sako at iba pa ang laging galit sa illegal na droga. Okay. Natapos na po, nailibing na natin si Pope. Natapos na po, nailibing na natin si Ms. Nora Honor, Ms. Pilita Corrales. Ano po balita natin kay Mr. Haji Alejandro. Alam niyo po, noong isang araw, nag-usap po kami, tinawagan ko po ang aking mga kaibigan, katulad na ni Florante. Sabi ko, paring boy po ang tawag ko kay Florante, ang ating singer ng Abakada. Ako'y isang Pinoy. Ano ba yan? Sa kanya po ba yung handog? Tatanda, ganun ba yun? Pwede ba patugtugin yun? Sabi ko, paano yan? Medyo nauubos na yung mga barkada. Sabi nga ni, quote, I will just quote what Florante said to me. Oo nga, medyo natatakot na ako. Pero sabi ko, hindi, malakas ka pa, salamat sa Diyos. So, Florante, ang ako ay isang Pinoy na kumanta. Palakas po kayo. Nakakalungkot po, marami nababawasan. Maka-copyrights daw tayo kaya di pwede. Ganon. Sige. Anyway, so, tama. Lalo na ho sa panahon na ito at bata matanda inaatake sa puso sa sobrang init, heat stroke. Kaya palagi po tayong uminom ng tubig. Huwag niyo hong bibiglain, uminom ng malamig na tubig, ha? Dahan-dahan lang. So yan po ang sabi sa atin. Ngayon naman po, darating na ang eleksyon. Ano po ba ang dapat natin gawin? Naglabas na po nakatanggap na po kami ng voters information sheet na sa amin na ho yun, yung VIS na sinasabi. Alam niyo po, pakikuha nga yung aking notebook. Meron pong sinasabi paano, ito na po tayo sa at ang iba pa portion natin yung pong sinasabing PPP, priority, pakibreak mo nga muna ako, hindi makita ng assistant ko kung nasaan yung yung file.
Alamin ang mga mainit na balita mula sa ating Armed Forces. Tumutok sa 1134 kHz AM sa inyong mga radyo. At manood online. I-like at i-share ang AFP Radio DWDD Facebook page. Ito ang DWDD Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Ayan, nagbabalik po tayo.
Leadership brings out the best in us. We become the best versions of ourselves, leading by...
Ayan po, nagbabalik po tayo sa atang iba pa portion ng ating programa. Kanina po, na maswerte tayo na naging guest po namin sa aming meeting ng senior representative ng Council ng Pasig. Ito pong si COMELEC Attorney Ronald Santiago. Pinaklear po kasi namin yung tungkol sa mga senior citizen, PWD, mga buntis. Kasi po, alam po natin lahat, dito po experience namin sa mga barangay. Sa eskwelahan po, iba-ibang floor yan . Sabihin na natin, ako po isang senior. Okay, senior po ako, boboto po ako sa May 12. Noong pong nakaraan eleksyon ng national, bumoto po tayo. Natuwa naman po tayo na may sariling polling room ang senior PWD, ang pregnant. Kaya lang po, ang nangyayari po doon is napakahaba po ng pila. Bakit kanyo? Kasi po, kung ako yung akin po ledger, ng pangalan ko doon sa ledger na yun, nandun po sa 4th floor. Ibababa pa po yun para mapirmahan ko. Tapos, saka po ako boboto, tapos po, iakyat naman ulit yung ledger para naman sa ibang hindi senior citizen. Napakagulo. So, hindi po namin naayos this year ito dahil kakatalaga pa lang po ng organisasyon ng Pasig Seniors Elderly Council. Ang gusto sana namin mangyari, siguro lahat ng seniors sa lahat sa buong bansa na meron ng sariling machine, meron ng sariling kwarto, ang lahat ng senior citizen. Ang senior citizen, ang pinakamabilis i-identify. Dahil nandyan ang edad nila. Malalaman na sa database ng COMELEC. Ang pangarap po namin is that magkaroon ng sariling kwarto ang senior citizen o PWD o pregnant o whatever, na nandun na po yung data namin. May sarili ng ledger. May sarili ng listahan na nandun po kami. Exclusive kung sa barangay, saan ka, Buting, Kalawaan, Pineda, Kapitolyo, San Antonio, Orambo, kung saan-saan pa yan, Malinaw, Manggahan. Dapat po, ganon. Siyempre, hindi naman magagawa bigla-bigla. Pero we suggested that. And maybe in the future, we will make a position paper and present it to the COMELEC chairman, George Garcia. Kasi po, meron silang tinatawag yung Priority Polling Precinct, yung PPP. Paano po ito? Hindi po ako nagpa-update. Ayoko na pumunta doon sa taas. Ano po ba ang gagawin ko? doon po ako pupunta, sasabihin ko, kukunin nila yun, tapos yung, kayo ho ang hindi papasok ng vote ng inyong ballot paper. Ang mangyayari doon, bababa nila, ipilapan nyo kung sinong boboto nyo, tapos ilalagay nila yun sa folder, at sama-sama yun, iaakyat nila kung nasaan yung dapat caster nyo. Kunyari, ang presinto nyo 315A. Doon, lalagay lahat yun sa 315A. Tapos bago mag-closing, tsaka nila babasahin. Tsaka nila sabay-sabay ipapasok. So kayo, hindi po nyo yun magagawa ng sarili nyo. Sila na ang gagawa sa inyo. Magtiwala kayo. Dahil sabi po ni Attorney Santiago, meron daw po naman silang support staff na gagawa para sa atin. Sa mga senior citizen, PWD, at pregnant or anything na kailangan na asista. Yun naman pong, meron naman din silang sinasabing accessible polling precinct. Kung kayo po ay kung kayo po ay nakapag-update pala, let's just say, bumoto ako ng 2022. Hindi po ako nag-update na senior ako. Doon kayo pupunta sa PPP o kaya pupunta na kayo sa sarili nyong third floor kung nasaan yung inyong precinct number. Kaya ito pong accessible polling precinct, ito po sana importante. Sana ho ito ay nakampanya ng todo-todo. No? Kasi pala, kailangan i-update ng senior na sila para masama sila dito sa accessible polling precinct. Meron na po itong machine. May machine na po ito na sarili na pwede na po kayong bumoto doon dahil nandun na po pala yung pangalan nyo. So okay, patawarin natin sila, hindi nila na-inform sa atin po ito. Hindi nila na-inform na mag-update ang senior citizen ng kanilang registration. Kasi kala natin, pag nakaboto na ako ngayon, naging senior na ako bukas, hindi ko na-update yun. Okay na yun. Yung pala po, pag hindi po kayo nakapag-update niyaan, doon ka pa rin sa polling precinct number mo pupunta. Kung masakit na yung tuhod mo, hindi ka na makalakad. O kaya talagang mahihirapan ka na, pupunta ka naman sa PPP. Yun, PPP, sarili mong, hindi ikaw ang sariling magpapasok ng balota sa machine. Malibanag? Naintindihan niyo po? Ano ba ang PPP? Ulitin ko, Priority Polling Precinct. Meron po yan sa ground floor ng every polling area ng inyong lugar. Yan po yung PPP, ayaw nyo na umakyat. No? Ulitin ko, maliwanag, update. Ang pagka-explain ni Attorney Ronald Santiago, yung Priority Polling Precinct, meron po yan. Makikita nyo. Nakalagay, PPP, Priority Polling Precinct. Punta ko kayo doon dahil hindi nyo na kayang umakyat sa third floor o sa second floor man. Masakit na ang tuhod ng senior o hirap na talaga ang senior. Dito po kayo pupunta sa PPP polling area. Ha? Pero po, ano po ang mangyayari dito? Ibigyan po kayo ng balota, i-fill upan nyo po yan. Pagka-fill upan nyo yan, ha? Pagka-fill up nyo, hindi po kayo ang magpapasok sa machine. Okay? Paliwanag. Baka mawala yung boto ko. Tanong namin, baka naman mapunta kung kanino. Hindi po. Meron pong naka-task dyan, may naka-assign na support staff nila, kompletong ID, kompleto lahat. Sila po ang mangongolekta lahat niyan. At saka pag nagsarado na po, bago magsarado, ipapasok po lahat yan. Sana hindi mawala. Sana hindi ma-misplace, no po? Yan po yun. Ganun po yun. Ngayon naman, ulitin ko naman, yun naman tinatawag nilang APP, Accessible Polling Precinct. Nasa ground floor din po yan. Ng PWD, ng senior citizen, ng pregnant, kasi hindi mo naman malalaman kung mabubuntis ka sa 1 taon ng buhok. So, ito po, yung accessible polling precinct, nakapag-update ka na. Ibig sabihin, nakapag-update ka na ng registration mo. Miski na bumoto ka ng 2022, pagkatapos ng eleksyon, magpa-update ka na ikaw ay senior. Yan po. Para po, sa susunod na eleksyon, sa 2028, hindi ka na pupunta sa PPP, sa priority polling precinct dahil hindi ka happy Hindi ikaw mismo magsasaksak ng inyong balota. Hindi mo maalis, magdududa ka pa. No? Sino ba hawak ng balota ko? Baka saan mapunta yan? Yun na nga, i-update po yan. Okay? Yun naman, ulitin ko, yung APP, Accessible Polling Precinct, yun naman po yung mga nakapag-update, maganda pong nangyari dyan. Dahil may sarili na po silang chart o ledger, nandun na yung pangalan nila na sila ay senior, doon na sila papasok. Di ba? Ganda. Kaso lang ang naging problema dito, hindi po ito nabigyan ng diin impormasyon. Sana po, and during that time na ang mga COSCA office ng city government, ng provincial, ay nabigyan po tayo ng impormasyon na ganito. So, again, wag po tayo, plenty of patience ang kailangan natin talaga sa eleksyon. Kamay pa ay tubig ang gawin natin. Sa susunod po, sasabihin ko naman po yung meron kayong dapat yung mag-a-assist sa PWD o sa meron ho ID. Hindi ko alam, nalimutan ko kung paano gagawin ito. Dapat ho yung inyong helper o assistant na siya ang mismong gagawa ng boto, ano ba ang requirements? We will talk about that next week. So, next week is already May, no? So, sa May tayo, ng Monday, May, pag-usapan po natin ito. At nagtatapos na naman po tayo. Batiin po natin lahat ng senior. Ang elderly ng Pasig City, no? Kasama na po ng 30 barangay ng Pasig Senior Citizens. Marami pong salamat din sa trabaho ng OSCA, Pasig City OSCA. Dahil po nagka-capturing na po kami ng PBC ID. Dahil convert na namin ang aming old IDs, yung card na ordinary to a credit card type ng ID ng senior. So mga katoto, at bumabate tayo kay Edith. Emilio, hi Edith. Kamusta sa pakikinig mo? Palakas ka ha. Binabati din natin sila sama-sama sa pagbabago, okay, ng senior citizen ng Pineda. Katulad din ng Pineda Pasig Senior Citizen Association. Kasamahan din natin sa mga asosasyon dyan sa Pasig City. Thank you. Sa susunod po, sabi ko nga, pag-usapan natin ang dapat pag-usapan, intindihin natin ang dapat intindihin para magkaintindihan tayo pare-pareho. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, si Bubot Sarmiento, ang laging galit sa illegal na droga. At bago yan, ang sabi nga po, always remember, be ready and say no to drugs. At ako, ayoko sa bawal na droga. Thank you to our Technical Director for the Blues and to DWDD and to the CRS Group.
Isang oras na usapan laban sa illegal na droga, karapatang pantao at napapanahong pagtalakay sa mga isyung nagaganap sa ating bayan. Pakinggan at panoorin si Katropang Bobot Sarmiento sa Anti-Drug Sako at iba pa ang laging galit sa illegal na droga.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcast